These are your teams. Kaveri College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Pune, Mihir Potnis and Rishikesh Pradhan. To their left, Team B, Amrit Modi School of Management, Ahmedabad, Ritik Rakesh and Rahul Preman. Team B. Team C, GTU School of Management Studies, Ahmedabad, Anjali Kumari and Mohammad Sahil. Give them a round of applause. Team D is from MET in Mumbai, but this is the MET Institute of Postgraduate Diploma in Management, Rajat Suresh and Nidhi Vasudev. Give them a round of applause. To their left at Team E, one of the smartest blazers I've seen in the auditorium today, Tolani Motwane Institute of Management Studies, Gandhidham, Dhruv Patel and Deepali Rajwani. Give them both a round of applause. And last but certainly not the least, Indukaka Ipkowala Institute of Management, Anand, Vrund D. Patel and Sanskar Dave. Let's welcome them all with a round of applause. And as always, for the last time in Gujarat and for the last time in all the 6 regional rounds, let's take a look at the roadmap. 5 rounds, 42 questions, rules for each round explained beforehand, scores at the end of each round, and the top 2 winners go through. Audience, we will cut down on the audience questions during the quiz. The moment we finish, we have about a 10-minute window while the NISM team tabulates all the results. During that, all the questions that I have are for you until we run out of prizes, right? So let's start this with the rules for round 1. All teams wish you all the very best. May the best 2 teams qualify and may the third team go on as teams 9 or 10 as well. These are your rules for round 1. 12 questions with multiple choice options. 2 questions per team, 1 in the first cycle, 1 in the next. 20 seconds of thinking time, plus 10 for getting it right. No negatives for getting it wrong. And as always, all of you have been kind so far. Please tell me the entire answer, not just the alphabet. Team A, your question is this. Yes, please put your, if anybody has phones on, please put them on silent and put them away. Team A, your question. How are physical share certificates handled after dematerialization? DMAT has been done. Are they preserved for the record? Are they destroyed by the registrar and transfer agent? Are they returned to the investor as a memento perhaps? Or are they archived permanently? Team A.
Option B, destroyed by RTA.
Because you cannot have people trading on them again and again, right? 10 points to Team A. Very, very nice. Dematerialization is essentially the end of the road for that physical share certificate. So if you do have something old by MRF or something lying in your sanduk, please take a photo and then do the demat. 10 points to Team A. Team B, here's your question. What aspect of human behavior does the book Drive by an author called Daniel Pink explore? Is it financial incentives? Is it competitive behavior? Is it motivation? Or is it risk psychology? Team B. Again, a workable sort of question. Team B. Drive.
We'll go with option C, motivation.
Because that's a synonym for drive. 10 points. Very, very nice. It examines intrinsic motivation and what genuinely makes human beings perform. 10 points in quick succession. Team C, your question. In insurance, there is an acronym called MLOP. What does the P stand for? And these are your options. Is it profit? Is it premium? Is it policy? Or is it percent? Team C. It helps immensely if you know what MLO stands for. Team C. "20 seconds ticking away.
Option C, policy.
Option C, policy, because one of the most logical things that come to mind when you think insurance is policy. Do you know what the MLO stands for? It stands for machinery loss of profit is what I wanted. So I can't give you points, but of course you'll get another question in the second cycle. No points on this. Team D, your question. Closest to the nearest 1000, what was the all-time high level of the BSE stock index Sensex in 2024? That is up to 31st December 2024. And these are your options. Was it closest to 84,000? Was it closest to 85,000? Was it closest to 86,000? or to 87,000. And remember, closest to the nearest 1,000. What that would mean is if the score or the number was 1,900 or 1,700, it would be closest to 2,000, not to 1,000. All right, go for it. Team D.
86,000.
Yeah, sorry.
86,000.
So do you
Option C.
know roughly what number it was in at this thing? While you think about it, let's see if I can give you points. Of course I can give you points. 10 points to you. The high was all-time high 85,978.35, which is closest to 86, not to 85,000. 10 points to Team D. Team E gets the next. SEBI's circular on reporting of offshore derivative instruments, not the one-day internationals, the other kind of ODIs. SEBI's circular on reporting of ODIs or participatory notes requires monthly disclosures related to which of these four? Is it securitization transactions? Is it banking regulation compliance? Is it AML, anti-money laundering procedures? Or is it foreign portfolio investments? Team E.
We'll go for C, anti-money laundering procedures.
All right. What is the logical English meaning of offshore? Offshore would mean that they are not domestic, they are foreign, right? So I was looking for foreign portfolio investments. The SEBI ODI or P-note reporting circular focuses on transparency in foreign portfolio investments. No points to you, but there's another question coming to you in the second cycle. For now, Team F, your question. Which fundamental principle of insurance ensures that the insured is restored to the initial financial position after a loss? So essentially what insurance says is that you cannot profit from an insurance policy. It can only restore you to the position that you were in before. Team F, these are your options. Is it the principle of indemnity? Is it the principle of uberima fides, which translates to utmost good faith? Is it the principle of proximate cause, or is it the principle of loss minimization? Team F. Insurance has about 7 fundamental principles.
Answer A, indemnity.
Answer A, indemnity, and I should basically stop chattering, right? 10 points, very, very nice. 10 points to you. Indemnity ensures that there is no profit or no loss from a claim, only restoration of status quo, what was there before. 10 points to Team F. Back to Team A with question number 7. In business growth charts, there is something called a hockey stick curve. It shows which of these patterns. Does it show consistent linear growth, or slow then rapid growth, or decline then recovery, or does it simply show seasonal fluctuations? Team A.
Option C, decline then recovery.
Which would make it like this, like a reverse hockey stick, right? It's actually like a proper hockey stick, which is slow and then rapid growth. And interestingly enough, it is not named after the field hockey stick. It's an American term. It's named after the ice hockey stick, which has got a flat blade and then it rises. No points, but no negatives as well. Yes, you can look it up. It's a very interesting chart. Passing to Team B, or rather going to Team B with the next. There were no points on this question. Team B, here's your question. In insurance terminology, in the acronym RSMD, if MD stands for malicious damage, what do the letters RS stand for? Do they stand for riot and stealing? Do they stand for riot and strike? Do they stand for riot and safety? Or do they stand for risk and safety? Team B.
We'll say option A, riot and stealing.
Riot and stealing. One word of those is right, but the other is wrong. RSMD stands for riot, strike, and malicious damage, and especially in terms of property policies. So nobody gets no points for this as well. Team C, your question. In which of the years that will follow was the National Stock Exchange established? And please be careful, because I'm looking for the year in which it was established. because it started operations a little later. So I want the year in which it was founded. Okay, these are your options. Was it 1996, 1994, 1992, or 1990? Team C. The NSE. One of the two premier indexes in India, along with the BSE.
Option D, 1990.
Option D, 1990. Option
D.
D for Delhi, 1990. Let's take a look. It was actually established in 1992, and that was the clue I was giving you, that it commenced operations later, so don't go for that year, but you went a little earlier. No points on this as well. Team D gets the next. Question number 10. Investors in mutual funds can buy their units from and sell or redeem their units to which of these? Do they buy and sell, redeem from the RTA? Do they do it from the clearing corporation? Do they buy and sell or redeem from the mutual fund itself? Or is it via a notified stock exchange? Team D.
C, mutual fund itself.
You transact directly with the mutual fund, right? Very, very nice. 10 points to you. They transact directly with the MF or authorized agents, not on exchanges. The only exception to that is ETFs, which are exchange traded funds. 10 points to Team D. Team E gets the penultimate question of the MCQs. Here it comes. In the insurance industry, what is the term for the increased sum insured after a certain number of claim-free years, so that the sum insured increases, but you don't have to pay an extra premium? Team E, these are your options. Is it called a cumulative bonus? Is it called a no-claim bonus? Is it called an insurable bonus? Or is it something else altogether? None of these three. Team E.
B, no claim bonus.
No claim bonus, because you have not had a claim, so you get a bonus. That's the googly in those options. In a no claim bonus, what you actually get is a reduction in the premium that you pay. In a cumulative bonus, you get an increase in the sum insured. A cumulative bonus is when the sum insured increases, and in no claim bonus, your premium decreases. They are both incentives to not have a claim, but they work in two different ways. And funnily enough, none of them are a bonus, they're actually a discount, right? So no points to you, but the next question and the last on the MCQs to F, here it comes. Which of the following, along with banks and non-bank institutions, form an integral part of the ecosystem that we call the Indian financial system? And these are your options. Is it AMFI, the Association of Mutual Funds in India? Is it SEBI itself, the apex regulator of the markets? Is it financial markets? Or is it the insurance companies, that is the third leg of these components? Team F.
Sir, we would go for C, financial markets.
Will fetch you 10 points. Very, very nice. It comprises banks, non-banks, and crucially financial markets as well. 10 points to Team F. That brings us to the end of round 1. As I promised you, lots of audience questions, but we will park them for the end of the quiz because we have a 10 to 12 minute window while the results are being tabulated. These are your scores. Crucially, 2 teams are yet to open their account, GSMS Ahmedabad and the Tulani Motwane Institute from Gandhidham. 2 teams on 10, which is A and B. 2 teams into an early lead, but very, very early to say anything. 20 points apiece to MET from Mumbai and IITM from Anand. Let's applaud their efforts one time. Thank you very much. You've been a very, very generous audience. Let's keep that going for the next 30-35 minutes or so. Let's take you into round 2. Round 2 is where all the fun begins. 6 questions, of all of them based on images. We will begin with Team A and go clockwise. Direct team gets 30 seconds of thinking time. If it passes, no thinking time, you answer immediately. The good part is there are no negatives. So 15 points if you get it right, no negatives if you get it wrong. And whichever team gets points, the next question will go to the next team, right? Wish you all the very best. Audience, this is where the questions can pass to you. So in your own interest, don't try and blurt out the answer. Team A, first question to you, here it comes. This 2019 India Post commemorative stamp, designed by the famous painter Satish Gujral, celebrates a major government initiative to, and this is a clue, provide banking services to unbanked and underprivileged sections. It symbolically depicts an institution reaching out to the common man. What is the two-word theme being commemorated? Team A. And I need those two words perfect, which have been cut out from this stamp, which you will see on the answer slide. It's a two-word term used to describe what is done. Provide banking services to unbanked and underprivileged sections of society. Team A. Five more seconds. Team A. Passing to B.
We'll say this is digital India.
Digital India. Nice guess, but no, that would be more on the lines of, because you saw the Wi-Fi symbol there. That's a nice guess. Passing to C, not Digital India. Provide banking services to unbanked and underprivileged sections. Just banking. Team C. Can't give you much time. It's a pass question. Passing to D.
Rural banks.
Nice guess, but no, rural banking is a part of this, but not the full part. Team E. Passing to F.
Jan Dhan Bank.
Not Jan Dhan Bank. Anybody in the audience? Yes? Financial inclusion. Please give him a chocolate. Very, very nice. This is financial inclusion. That's the full stamp, by the way. Making sure that all of society is covered under banking and financial services. Nobody, please give him a chocolate. Somebody who's walking down. Yes? Next, yes. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's automatically switch off हो रहा है शायद. जरा दूसरा mic दे सकते तो देना please उनको. We will carry on. You can shout out until it happens. Your question again, because nobody answered it. Here it comes. This Canadian gold maple leaf coin, it's actually the real size of the coin, okay? It's a novelty coin weighing 100 kilos. The front shows Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse shows a Canadian maple leaf, which you will find on the flag of Canada as well. Only 6 of these pure gold coins were ever made. They were all used for showpieces only. But obviously, if you try to pay with that, I don't know what you're going to buy. In October 2007, the Guinness Book of World Records certified this coin as the world's largest gold coin. Think big and tell me, what was the mind-blowing denomination of this coin? How many dollars? Team A. You can say in any dollars, but good question, it's in Canadian dollars because it's a Canadian coin. And with Trump in the picture, these are two very different things. No matter that he wants Canada to become the 51st state of the USA. And the Canadians are saying, no, thank you. Team A, think big, Team A. And remember, it's a special coin, so it can be any denomination, Team A. Last 5 seconds. Take a guess, no negatives. 1,000, okay? That's not too big, but Team B.
We'll say $1 million.
$1 million. I can't give you 1,000,000 points, but 15 is what you will get. 1 million Canadian dollars is what it was worth. 15 points to Team B for Bombay. Passing to GTU with the next question. This is the headquarters building of the National Bank of Blank. That blank is also the name of the city that I want. Whose iconic shape, as you can see, was inspired by the curved shape of the hulls of the traditional boats called dhows that used to dock in the nearby creek. That creek is also named after this city. A concept that also inspired the shape of the world's tallest hotel building, which is also in the same city. You have to tell me, Team C, in which world-famous global city-state is this structure found? Team C. The National Bank of Blank, Blank Creek, which is also the same name, and the world's tallest hotel building, whose shape is also like this. Team C.
Singapore?
Nice guess, but no. Team D.
Guessing it. Is it Dubai?
A guess, your guess is as good as my answer slide. Dubai it is. This is the National Bank of Dubai. Emirates NBD is Emirates National Bank of Dubai by merger, and this is how the thing looks. I was of course referring to the Burj Al Arab, which is the world's tallest hotel, whose shape is also curved like this. 15 points to team D for Dubai, or D for Delhi as it would be. Next, moving on to team E. This is the logo of a bank that manages approximately 6 billion euros in funds, has about 25,000 clients only. Known as the most secret bank in the world, which bank is this, whose headquarters are located inside a special area inside the city of Rome? Team E. Even if you've never seen this logo, that last 4 or 5 words should tell you what bank this is. Team E. The headquarters are located inside a special area that is inside Rome. Team E. I'll give you 12 more seconds.
Swiss Bank.
Swiss Bank. Nice guess, but no. Team F.
Spain.
Spain Bank. No. Passing to A.
Guess Cathedral Bank.
Cathedral Bank. I'm guessing B has a better guess. B.
So that's the symbol of the papal state, as in the Vatican City. So we'll say this is the Bank of Vatican City.
The Bank of the Vatican. 15 points to you. This is the Vatican Bank. And of course, the Vatican State is a separate country which lies within the city of Rome, the world's smallest country as well. 15 points to team B. They are doing really well at the moment. Let's see if they can hold their form. But for now, team C gets the next question, number 5. These are 3 books by the same author. In addition to the author's name, there is another word which is common to the title of all these books, which I have blanked out. They are called the 10 Rules of Successful Blank, the Rise and Fall of Blank, and Breakout Blank. All 3 blanks are the same word. It's a plural word, by the way. Which word completes the titles and main theme of these books about predicting global success, understanding economic signals, and spotting political change, where the author shows how these key economic participants can rise or fall based on trends in the real world? What key economic participants are these? Team C. The keywords are political change, blocking hints, all right? Team B is hitting their killer nerve right now, all right? Killer vibe. Team C. Just one word blanked out from the titles of all 3 covers of these titles by Ruchir Sharma. I'll give you 5 seconds more. Team C. My team, please give me a 15-minute head up at 4 o'clock. Millionaire. Passing to team D. Pass question, I can't give you time, I have to rush you. Go for it.
Central bank.
Central bank is 2 words. I just want 1 word. Team E.
Investment.
Investment. Passing to F.
Pass.
Passing to A.
Businesses.
Not businesses. Passing to B. Who blocked?
Nations.
Nations will get you 15. The 10 rules of successful nations, the rise and fall of nations, and breakout nations. 15 points again to team B. Something tells me that this Ahmedabad team is destined for greatness. Let's see if they can keep that going. But for now, back to team C with the last question in the visual round. On screen, you will see a very, very distinguished Indian civil servant who was the first Indian to be appointed to a certain very prestigious post by the British in 1943. That post, of course, is still continuing. Many distinguished people have occupied that post, and of course, it is related to finance and Indian banking. He subsequently served as the finance minister of India for 6 or 7 years in the 50s. What is the name of this gentleman, who coincidentally is from Western India as well? Team C. Is any of the teams agreeing to, or sorry, blocking a clue? Nobody blocking a clue? Okay, I'll give a very cryptic clue. Together, you and your neighbors are the best possible teams to answer this question. So think of what teams you are and bring up an answer. And by you and your neighbors, I mean GTU and MET right now. You are best placed to jointly come up with an answer. All right, in a faff, go for it. While they are thinking, when this gentleman first appeared for the civil service, they had a question paper in which it was said, answer any 5. So there were some 7 or 9 questions. So he submitted his paper, he had solved all 9, and below it he had written, check any 5. Right? So that's how confident he was. GTU, which gentleman is this? And I gave you like a very obvious clue by saying that the two of you together, the two teams, are the best to answer this. Yes, go for it now. Passing to the next team. Past question, can't give you time. Going across to E.
Morarji Desai?
Not Morarji Desai, going to F.
Pass.
Passing to A. Going across to B.
We'll say John Mathai.
John Mathai. What two teams did I say were the best place to answer this? Not GTU. So what teams are they on stage? C and D. So this is Mr. C.D. Deshmukh, the first Indian governor of the Reserve Bank of India. I couldn't make it more obvious than that. C and D together. That's the initials of the gentleman, right? C.D. Deshmukh it is. Very, very distinguished, very brilliant, by the way. But the good part is, Team C, that it comes back to you. But we've run out of questions in this round. So let's take a look at the scores. Lovely. We have two teams which are yet to open their account, that's C and E. There is one team on 10 which is at table A. One team hanging on to that second spot, third spot with 20 which is IITM Anand. 35 to MET who are in second spot. 55 to Amrit Modi School of Management Ahmedabad. They are in the lead at the moment. Let's applaud their efforts and move on to round 3. Round 3 is all about jumbled words and on the buzzer. You know the drill, but before I tell you the rules or while I'm telling you the rules, we'll begin with Team F and test your buzzers. Please test Team F. E, D, C, B and A. Lovely. 6 jumbled words or a pair of words according to what the clue may be. You can buzz at any time when the screen comes up with the question. The moment you buzz, wait for me to identify which team it is and then you answer. The first strike is plus 15 minus 15. The second strike is plus 10 minus 10. Audience, pipe down for a bit. At least 6 or 7 questions once we finish with this semi-final only for you guys. Alright? Fingers on your buzzers. Let's go. Question number 1. Sharing out or distribution. E into the mic.
Allocation.
Plus 15. Allocation is correct. Sharing out or distribution of dividends, shares, mutual fund units, whatever it is. Allocation will get 15 points for team E. E for echo. Let me reset the buzzer. Question number 2 coming up now. An opposite entity or a trading partner in a contract or a financial transaction. Team D into the mic, quickly please.
Counterparty.
Plus 15. Beautiful answering. Counterparty is correct. Plus 15 to D for Delta. And we will move on to question number 3. Fingers on your buzzers. Here it comes. Carrying out an order or trade is called this. This is also what happens to certain team A.
Execution.
Execution will get you 15. 15 points to team A. I was going to say this is also what happens to certain criminals if their crime is large enough, which is what happens is execution. 15 points to team A. 3 questions done. 4th question coming up on your screens. Fingers on your buzzers. Here it comes. Rising or developing like markets or countries. E.
Emerging market.
Plus 15. Emerging is correct. Emerging markets, emerging countries. E for echo gets 15. We are done with 4 questions. Lovely. 2 more questions to go. Fingers on your buzzers. Let me reset them. Here it comes. Question number 5. Balance or stability, 5 again.
Equilibrium.
Plus 15 to 5. Equilibrium is correct. 5, 3, 1 and 2 had buzzed. 5 has been consistently fastest in this round. Equilibrium is correct. Very important in markets and in the economy. 15 points to you. Let's see who picks up the last question. Fingers on your buzzers. Question number 6 on your screen now. A structured model or system, team E. Plus 15. Framework it is. They finished this round with a bang. E for echo gets 15. Something tells me the scoreboard is going to have a huge churn when it comes up. Let's see the scoreboard. All right, very, very nice. They have made a move and they have gone on to 60, which means that one round has put them into a lead of 5 points. Now it's looking like a contest. Let's move quickly into round 4. Here are the rules. Round 4 is all about slogans, taglines and quotations. We will begin with team F and go counterclockwise. Remember, 20 points on the direct or the pass. No negatives and no buzzers in this round. I will give clues if nobody blocks me, right? For team F, 20 points and 30 seconds. If it is passed, we don't get any thinking time. For you, it's 30 seconds. Question coming up now. A person's life is over in 50 or 100 years, but a company lives on through the people it is composed of. And SoftBank Group has to survive even after I am gone. Who in the world of investments and venture capital and banking is this? And the biggest clue is the institution mentioned in the quote. Anybody objecting to a clue? B is objecting to a clue. The good part is that they have to wait for 3 more teams at least if it passes. Team F, I can't give more clues. Go for it. You have about 10 more seconds.
Founder of software?
I need a name. I don't know whether you're right or wrong. It's for team, it's for team F, not E, team F. Passes to E. Passes to D. Going across to C. They are passing as well. B, which blocked the clue.
I think his name is Masayoshi Yon.
Masayoshi what?
Yon.
How would you spell that?
Y-E-O-N.
Y-E-O-N, like a Korean name, right? Yesterday we had a thing where somebody identified Kunal Shah, but they said Kunal Patel. In any quiz, please hold on, in any quiz, the last name is what is always important, if not the first. Moving on to team A. You know the funny part? If you had let me give the clue, you would have actually got the last name. Irony, I didn't know that of course, but anyways, team A.
I mean, wild guess. Masayoshi Yang.
Masayoshi Yang. Now people are getting inventive. Shout out, yes? Sort? Son. Masayoshi Son is correct. The clue I was going to give was that his last name sounds like a very common family relation, right? Which is S-O-N. Son. I'll just repeat what I said without adding anything to it. Those 2 words, those 2 blanks are filled by a 2-word phrase, which in English means somebody who becomes big or achieves something all of a sudden. Team F. All right, I need an answer now. Team F.
Overnight,
Pass, sir.
Passing, wait, Team F.
Pass, sir.
Passes to E.
overnight success.
Beautiful answer. Overnight success is correct. Timing, so beautiful, right? It means that if you keep on trying for a very long time, then you look like an overnight success, because people tend to forget that it takes a lot of effort, whether it is in life or the markets, to reach where you are. Beautiful 20 points to team E for echo. And the next question goes to team D, to their right. Wealth is largely the result of blank. John Jacob Astor was one of the original financial titans of Wall Street and the US, like JP Morgan was. He was also the gentleman who, along with his wife, was on the Titanic. They refused a lifeboat, saying that we have lived our lives, we are old, let the young and the women go first, and they died in their room on the Titanic. Back to the question, he used to say that wealth is largely the result of blank. That blank is filled by a 5-letter English word which emphasizes the importance of discipline and showing up every day no matter what happens. Team D, what 5-letter word? Yes, not saying anything more. I guess you had the overnight success bit as well, right? Team D, 5-letter word. 5 letters, one common English word, currently on D's plate. I'll give you about 5 seconds more, Team D. All right, passing you, going across to C.
Ethic.
Ethic, nice, but no. Team B.
Pass.
Passing to A.
Sweat.
Not sweat, going across to F. Discipline and showing up every day, every single day. Team F.
Routine.
Sorry?
Routine.
Routine is much more than 5 letters. It was Team D's question. So Team E, you have a crack at it. No? Patience, much more than 5 letters. Audience? Habit is correct. Wealth is largely the result of habit. It is not instantaneous. It is not a lottery. It is not on luck or chance. It is habit. Quizzing also is largely the result of habit because you need to show up and you need to learn every day. What was I saying? Wealth is largely the result of habit. This was a question for Team D, and the one before this was overnight success was answered. So it will come back to you, Team D. Let's take a look at the question. Team D, here it comes. I think it is essential to remember that just about everything is blank. There's little I'm certain of, but these things are true. Blank always prevail eventually. These two words are very similar because one is the adjective form of the other. The first word is the adjective form of the second word. And the first 5 letters of both these words are the same. Right? The first 4 letters, sorry. The first 4 letters of these words are the same. You're blocking a hint. Team A is blocking a hint. Let's go for this, Team D. Last 5 seconds. All right, Team D, take a guess. Not trying? No negatives.
Temporary.
Sorry?
Temporary.
Temporary. No. Passing to C.
Uncertain.
Uncertainty. B. I need 2 different words, by the way, just telling you. Team B.
Is it true and truth?
True and truth. No. Going across to A, who blocked the hint.
Same ही था.
Same it. Okay. So bad blocking. Going to F. Passing to E. Last pass.
Timing and time.
Not timing and time. Anybody try? Let me give it out. This is cycles and cyclical. The clue I would have given was think in a very circular way because that is what cycles are, but you blocked it. I'm so sorry. Nobody gets points and you got 2 questions, one after the other. So we'll hop across to C now with the next. We did one. No, we are going in the right way. Right? How are we going? We are going clockwise, correct? Anti-clockwise. Okay. So yeah. Another blank is when you are out of work. Harry Truman, a very, very famous US statesman. What are the 2 words which fill the blank? They are blocking hints. 2 frequently used economic terms, which the question says. A blank is when your neighbor is out of work, but when you are out of work, it is called a blank. Team C. Last 5 seconds, team C. All right, give me a guess. No negatives, so feel free to guess. No? Going across to B. Moving to A.
Recession and depression.
Pass question. Recession and depression will get you 20. A recession is when your neighbor loses his job. A depression is when you lose your own. 20 points to team A. Really have to be faster on the pass. I can't give you time. We are already running short. 20 points to team A. The next and the last question on the slogans to team F. People in the same trade seldom meet together, even for merriment and diversion. But the conversation always ends in some contrivance to raise prices. One of the most famous names in classical economy gave this very real observation about how people, rich people, wealthy people always try to benefit themselves by raising prices. Which founding father of the modern economic system said this? Team F. One of the most famous names that you can find when it comes to economic thought, team F. Other teams, please keep your guesses ready. I'm not waiting for even 2 seconds on the pass. 5 more seconds, team F.
Pass.
Passing to E.
Philip Kotler.
Not Kotler. Kotler is more management than economy. Team D. Going across to C. Team C.
Adam Smith.
Plus 20. Adam Smith is correct. People always try to raise prices even if they are meeting for entertainment. 20 points to team C for Charlie. Let's take a look at the scores. We have about 6 minutes to wrap up the round. Something tells me we'll overshoot by 3 or 4 minutes, but let's get a move on and try to crunch it. Let's take a look at the scores. Alright, still clustered together. How tight is this semi-final? 20 apiece to teams C and F. Then we have a 45 to team A, a 50 to team D, 55 to team B, and a 60 to E. 5 points separating each of them as we go on. And remember, only the top 2 will go through. Let's give them a round of applause for their efforts. And let's go into round 5. Yes, Teamy, you're saying something.
20 points are missing.
In which team now? Can you please add that and show it to everyone? Lovely. E is at 80. So they are actually breathing slightly easy. But remember, 12 questions to go and 6 of them are in that madhouse that we call buzzers. So let's see how it goes. Let's show you the rules for round 5. Round 5 is all about no option questions. They can come from anywhere. We'll begin with team A and move clockwise. Back to the quiz, please. We'll begin with team A and move clockwise. And 25 on the direct and pass. No negatives for the first 6 questions. The buzzer rules will come after question number 6. If the rules are clear, 30 seconds thinking time only to the first team. Team 1, that's you. Here's your question. Invented in 1994 by Masahiro Hara at Denso Wave, which used to be a part of Toyota, this two-dimensional matrix was originally designed to improve the tracking of automotive parts during manufacturing. Despite Denso holding the patent for this, the technology was made freely available worldwide. Which extensively used technology found everywhere in the financial system these days am I talking about? If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. This technology, for want of a better word, but whatever this is, came into prominence during COVID and has remained in use ever since. Team A. Remember, it was designed to improve tracking of parts. Team A. It is something that every one of us in this audience, including the rickshawala that you will find outside, Team A.
GPS.
Passing to B.
It's a QR code.
25. Lovely answering. This is the QR code. QR stands for quick response. QR code is correct. 25 to B. Moving on to team C with the next. Which Indian state money games in online thing has been a big thing now, but which Indian state was the first to ban real money games 8 years ago in 2017? Team C. Keep your guesses ready. You have 10 seconds more.
Himachal Pradesh.
Not Himachal Pradesh, Team D.
Tamil Nadu.
Not Tamil Nadu, Team E.
Madhya Pradesh.
Sorry?
Madhya Pradesh.
Not Madhya Pradesh, Team F.
Assam.
Not Assam either. Assam has got lotteries also, I think. Team A.
Gujarat.
Not Gujarat, but that's a good logical guess. Team B.
We'll say Maharashtra.
Not Maharashtra. Whose direct was this? It was your direct. Passing to the audience, shout out. Telangana is correct. Telangana banned real-time money games way back in 2017. But back to you with the next, Team C. Which cooperative bank established in 1986 in Ahmedabad with an authorized capital that grew from 25 lakhs to 15 crores this year is known as the Common Man's Bank in Gujarat, offering personalized banking, quick response, higher fixed deposit interest rates, and easy loans to customers through a network of more than 85 branches.
Ahmedabad Development Cooperative Bank.
Not the Ahmedabad Development Cooperative Bank. You should have waited for me to ask for a clue. Team D. Now I can't give clues because somebody has guessed. Team D. Something very rooted in the history of Ahmedabad. Team D. Passing to E. Pass question. Can't give you time.
Ahmedabad Mercantile.
F.
Kalupur Cooperative Bank.
Sorry?
Kalupur Cooperative.
Kalupur. That's a nice guess. Team A.
Saraswat Cooperative Bank.
No, not Saraswat. Team B.
Say the Bandhan Bank.
Not the Bandhan Bank. That's in the east. Shout out. Which is the old name of Ahmedabad itself. Karnavati is correct. This is the Karnavati Cooperative Bank Limited. Going back, Team C got 2 questions in succession, right? Nobody answered Telangana and then Karnavati. So we hop to Team D with the next. Question number 4. Which Indian fintech company's payments bank license was effectively revoked by the RBI early last year due to persistent non-compliance issues and supervisory concerns, leading to restrictions on accepting deposits, top-ups, and new customer onboarding? Team D.
Paytm Payments Bank.
Paytm Payments Bank will give you 25. D for Delta gets 25. The next question is Team E. Here's your question. In the insurance industry, what is the term for the amount of money that the insurance company sets aside to pay for claims that have been incurred but not yet reported? All right? Incurred but not yet reported is what I'm looking for. What is the term used for the amount of money that an insurer sets aside to pay for claims that have been incurred but not yet reported? If all the teams agree, I'll give you the acronym and you just expand it for me. The name of this amount of money or this fund is INBR. Is IBNR. What does IBNR expand to? The term for an amount of money set aside by an insurer to pay for such claims. IBNR. Team E has the next. I'll give you another clue. I really should not have given you IBNR. That's a clue. Team E. No more clues? Okay. Team E. I was wondering when somebody will latch on to what I was saying. Team E. Last 5 seconds. Passing to F. Pass question, can't wait too much. Passing to A.
Incurred but not reported.
Brilliant! 25! Incurred but not reported. That's the IBNR on screen. Incurred but not reported. 25 to Team A. You know, it's the most beautiful feeling in the world as a quiz master when you see the moment that the light bulb goes off in a team's head and then they say, okay, we got this now. 25 points to you. That's a beautiful workout. Team B gets the last question before the buzzers. Here it comes. Which Indian public sector bank, established in 1911 as the first commercial bank wholly owned and managed by Indians, was founded by Sir Sorabji Pochkhanawala and calls itself proudly the property of the nation and the asset of this country? It has grown to operate more than 4,500 branches across all 28 states of the country and the 7 union territories as of 2025. Which bank is this, Team B? This is for Team B. Is any of the teams objecting to a clue? C is objecting to a clue. So no clues. This is a question for B. Okay, you have to hold on.
Bank of Maharashtra.
Passes to C.
Central Bank of India.
Central to you since 1911. 25 points to Team C. A lovely block right in time. Central Bank of India is correct. That brings us to the end of the passing, and it brings us to what we call the madcap bloodthirst. That is the buzzers. Let's take a look at the questions. I'm going to give you a score update after 3 questions in the buzzers, so that for the last 3 questions you can decide. But for now, everything on the buzzers, plus 25, minus 25, plus 15, minus 15, and you can buzz at any point once the question is up. If nobody buzzes, I'll keep on giving clues. Question number 1, fingers on your buzzers. I'm looking for the name of an Indian state. Okay, question coming up now. Which Indian state, often called the maize bowl of India, leads India's maize production with an estimated output of more than 50 lakh tons, contributing roughly 15% of India's total maize crop, supported by favorable climate and advanced farming techniques? This state is from the southern region of India, because if it was in the north, you would have seen wheat more prominently. And the state flag, if you know, each state has a flag, right? The state flag is a black and red flag. The government operates out of a huge building, much like our parliament building, which is called the Vidhan Saudha. Team B.
This is Karnataka.
Karnataka will get you 25. 25 to Team B, and that shows the distribution of something which I am not sure about, but 25 points to Team B. And moving across, resetting the buzzer. 25 points to Team B. The next question, I want one word as an answer. It is something to do it has been coined by putting 2 words together, and it actually indicates something that is not too volatile, which is why it has been given such a name. Okay, one word answer coming up now. What type of cryptocurrency is designed to maintain a consistent and steady value? The keywords here are consistent and steady. Team A.
Stable coin.
Plus 25. They're not going down without a fight. Stable coin is correct. 25 to Team A. I have reset the buzzer, which means we can move on. I'm looking for a 3-word answer. You will see an acronym somewhere in the question. I want the expansion of that acronym. All 3 words need to be correct. Question coming up now. In the world of payments, what does the acronym POS stand for? Team D into the mic. D for Delhi.
Point of sale.
Plus 25. Point of sale is correct. What does POS stand for? Point of sale. And people who are into the business know this, because those are the POS machines at which you swipe. Team D for Delhi gets 25, and nicely enough, all 6 teams buzzed at almost the same time. Resetting the buzzer now, going on to the scores, if we can show them. With just 3 questions to go, we should be done in the next 3 to 4 minutes, right? After that, audience, it's open house on audience questions. 2 centuries and 1 just 5 adrift. Round of applause for these teams. How good are they? They have kept, no kidding, they have kept the absolute best for the last of today, and this is going to go right down to the wire, if I may borrow the words of one of India's better known and loud cricket commentators. These are the scores: 20 to F, 45 to C. Then we bounce right to 80 for Tulani Motwan Institute Gandhidham, 95 to Kaveri College, 100 to MET, and 105 to the Amrit Modi School of Management, Ahmedabad. Remember, any of these 4 teams can actually strike gold and go on to win. But for now, there are 3 more questions, a potential 75 points at stake, 45 more if you count the second strike as well. Let's go back to the last 3 questions. Moving on, fingers on your buzzers. For the next question, I will accept either one of 2 answers. It is a kind of risk. You can give me either one of 2 answers. Both will get points. All right? And the rest of the question will be on screen. If nobody buzzes, I will give more and more clues. What is the term for the risk that a government's actions such as nationalization, change in tax law, trade tariffs, etc. will negatively impact an investor's returns? You can answer either of this. Team B,
Regulatory risk.
regulatory, will get them a -25. -25 to team B. They said regulatory, which is neither of the 2 words, and nobody else has buzzed, so I can't give more clues after. Okay, we have a buzz from A. What?
Sovereign.
Beautiful answer, +15. I would have accepted either sovereign or political for that matter, but they gave me the perfect answer, +15 to A, -25 to B, and this is really hotting up. We could not have planned this any better, but thank you to all 6 of you or all 12 of you for making this such a humdinger. Moving on to the next question. This is the 11th and penultimate question, right? Second last question. I'm just looking for one word. One word as your answer. It's a common English word used to describe a certain kind of person. Okay, let's take a look. Which word was coined in France in 1719 to describe the speculators who profited hugely before the Mississippi bubble in the US burst? The standard spelling of this word in French uses a double N in the middle, but the earliest time when it was used in France uses a single N. It is an English word as well. In English, we just use the single N. And remember, if you profit hugely from something, what are you likely to become? That is your answer. Somebody who earns huge amounts of money is likely to attain what coveted level? Team B, into the mic.
It says millionaire or a billionaire.
You get your 25 points back. Millionaire is correct. They claw back the 25 that they lost, but in between, 15 points were picked up by A as well. I have lost count of the math. We will take a look later. But for now, +25 to team B. And the last question of this quiz on the buzzer. Let me reset the buzzers first. Coming up on your screens, there will be 2 answers expected. I want both of them correct. But the biggest part is that if you get one of them, the other one is so closely linked in the same breath that when we talk about these things, if you know one, you will know the other because it logically follows. It is like saying that if we are talking about that iconic partnership that happened in the Eden Gardens, if you know Rahul Dravid, you will know it was VVS Lakshman, something like that, right? So that's roughly how it goes. These are not people, by the way. I want both of them correct if you are to get points. Let's take a look at the question. Wish you all the best. Here it comes. In the credit cards of today, EMV chip technology has become quite popular, with several cards using this magnetic chip. These small square computer chips embedded in the credit card have become the global authentication standard. If the letter E in EMV stands for the brand Europay, what do the letters M and V stand for? Remember, these are credit cards that we are talking about. One of the partners in this technology is Europay. What 2 huge brands are M and V? A buzz from E. What are we going for? Timmy.
Card and Visa.
+25. MasterCard and Visa is correct. Europay, MasterCard and Visa is EMV. Beautiful buzzing. and a lovely answer to finish the quiz. Let's take a look at the scores, but irrespective of the scoreboard, can we hear it one final time for all 6 of them, please? Lovely, lovely quizzing. 4 centuries. 4 centuries in the quiz, and that is what it comes down to. Let me tell you, we have done this quiz, and Shashi sir has been witness to all the quizzes. We have done this quiz across 6 cities, 2 rounds in each. So that's 4 plus 4, 8 into 6, 48. Across 48 semi-finals, this is the first time ever that 4 teams have cracked a century. Had to be Gujarat. Very, very nice. But yes, let us applaud each and every team on stage. IITM Anand with 20 at F. GSMS Ahmedabad with 45 at C. 2 teams locked at 105. Do we need a tiebreaker to take them into the finals? I don't know. But 105 apiece to Amrit Modi School of Management Ahmedabad as well as Tolani Motwane Institute Gandhidham on that last gasp buzzer, 105. Qualifying into the finals with 100 is MET. Can you show the scores? Are you doing something to the scores? Okay. Okay, I can't see them for some reason. Let me look there. Qualifying into the finals with 100. MET Institute Mumbai at the 2nd position. And on the back of what was some really, really nerve, I think those 15 points which they got on the bounce from Team B was the make or break thing. 110 to Kaveri College Pune who win this. Round of applause for all of you. You can carry on down, yes. Oh, second is a tie. Lovely. Okay. I'm so sorry. Thank you for pointing it out. Reverse. So, yes. Yeah, that's fine. But for this, for the second on stage, we'll need to do a tiebreaker. 1 question on the buzzer. Thank you for pointing it out. 100 is 3rd actually, not 2nd. 100 to MET who will have to wait and find out if they fit in 9 or 10. 105 to B and E who will go through a tiebreaker. So we'll do a tiebreaker question for you. Can you switch back to my PPT? Are we good? All right, let's do fingers on the buzzers. All right, this is only for teams 5 and team 2, right? Team 5 and so E and B are the only 2 teams who will buzz. They are the 2 teams on 105, correct? E and B. All right, perfect. So this is only for team E and team B. All right. Let me look at you guys. No other team will buzz. I'm looking for the name of a language. Okay, I'm looking for the name of a language. How is it linked to finance or Indian economy? Let's find out. So if you look, remember you can buzz at any time. Okay, I'm looking for the name of an Indian language. If you look at the logo of the bank, which I think you only answered this. If you look at the logo of Punjab National Bank, what happened? It won't come up there. Nothing will come up there. If you look at the logo team E, you buzzed. I'm looking for the name of a language. Go for it into the mic. I can't give you time.
Hindi.
-1, a notional -1. My question was going to be, you don't have to answer this because they've got a negative, so you will qualify. My question was that if you look at the logo of Punjab National Bank, the logo is, it uses a letter from a very, very apt Indian language. Which language? You want to take a guess for no points?
Essentially the Pa from the Gurumukhi side to the Punjab.
Gurumukhi would have gotten you points, but you qualify anyways. Round of applause for Team E, who just miss out, but they can still make it through on the 9th or 10th. Amrit Modi School of Management, after going wrong on the 25, they still make it. Round of applause for you guys. With that, we come to the end of the 4th semi-final. Now you can carry on down. Let's start with something easy. We were talking about Sequoia Partners earlier, right? Sequoia Capital. So in India, Sequoia is now known as Peak XV, Peak 15. What is the reference behind naming the company Peak XV or Peak 15? PEAK, Peak 15. What was earlier known as Peak 15, which is very strongly linked to India? Anybody try? Peak 15, P-E-A-K, Peak 15. Now, of course, we know it as something very, very famous. It has a different name, and that name happens to be the last name of one of the people who used to be part of the British government. He was the authorized Surveyor General of India at that time. So this is a geographical feature which was initially called Peak 15. What was earlier called Peak 15? What is the most famous peak that you know? Anybody trying? Nobody trying. All right. Everest is correct, but you should have put up a hand and answered. Mount Everest was earlier called Peak 15, so they call it Peak XV, which is the Roman for 15. No worries. Let's ask you something about Ashneer Grover. That was one of the things that I told you to remind me about, right? So Ashneer Grover was obviously a part of Shark Tank, and then in subsequent seasons, something happened and he was not a judge any longer. So when he was asked, why did you leave? He said that I did not leave. This brand came on board as a sponsor, so I had to leave because they did not want me to be a judge. Which brand? Headed by, all right, let's go to the boy in the yellow and white t-shirt there. No, yellow and white t-shirt at the back. Yes. Which brand came on board as a major sponsor?
Zomato.
Give you a mug. Very, very nice. And that also made Dipinder Goyal a part of the panel. Zomato is nice. That's a mug for you. And let's see some more questions. All right. So if you look at Deutsche Bank, which came up as one of the wrong answers in the quiz, Deutsche Bank is of course headquartered in Frankfurt, which is in Germany. If you look at the global headquarters of Deutsche Bank in Germany, it is made up of two buildings, much like the twin towers that were in New York. These two twin towers obviously have a more formal name, which is the address of the place. But in slang, in global slang or in Germany, they are called Zoll and Haben. Why are they called Zoll and Haben? Because Zoll and Haben are the German words for two of the most intrinsic things to banking. Opposite words to each other, which you will see when you talk about banking. What two words are the English translations of Zoll and Haben, which are effectively the nicknames of the two Deutsche Bank towers? It is the two things that every bank needs to look at, opposites of each other. Let's go to the blazer, gray blazer there. There's a mic coming your way from the left. Yes? Yeah, can you come down and give him the mic? The two of the most basic things when it comes to banking.
Debit and credit.
Will get you a prize. Do you have a mug? Give him a mug. Zoll and Haben means credit and debit in German. Very, very nice. Let's move on and ask you another question. So when you talk about Raghuram Rajan, not only was Raghuram Rajan a very distinguished banker, but he also was very witty as well. So during one of his interviews, he was actually building upon something which his deputy governor at the time, Urjit Patel, who would later go on to become a governor as well. Urjit Patel had given this quote and then Raghuram Rajan built upon it. He said that when anybody talks to me about how the Reserve Bank of India should have an outlook, they always talk about these two birds. They say, do you have a hawk outlook or do you have a dove outlook? A hawk outlook would mean that you are very aggressive. A dove outlook would mean that you have a very mild, soft outlook. So he said, we are neither hawks nor doves. But because we are the central banker and we need to watch over everything, we are actually blank. What bird did he use as a metaphor? There is a mic coming your way from the back.
Is it owl?
It is owl. Give him a mug from NISM. He said we cannot be hawks or doves. We have to be owls because they are very watchful, also associated with intelligence and good judgment. Owls is correct. Let's move on to another question. Let's see. All right. So we talked about Mercosur, right? That's the common market of the South. So Mercosur obviously comes from a combination of Mercantil Común del Sur, which is the common market of the South. Now, in another language in the same continent, one of the countries, Mercosur is not called Mercosur, it is called Mercosul. So instead of R, they use the word L. They use the letter L. That is because while Mercosur is translated from Spanish, in this language used in South America, South is not Sur, it is Sul. Which language? Let's go to the boy in the white shirt. We'll get a mic to you. Which language? Not Latin. South America. Let's go to the lady in the green top. We'll get a mic to you. If you answer into the mic, then you get a prize. Otherwise, you don't get anything.
Portuguese.
And your name and college?
Meenal Sao from Sri Balaji University.
You get a mug. Portuguese is correct. Spanish is one. Sul is Portuguese for South. Do we have any more prizes? I see one prize, right? So we'll ask one more question. Do we have any chocolates to give? You have one chocolate. All right. One mug and one chocolate. So let's give away the chocolate first and then we will go on to the other prizes, right? Let's see. What question do we have? All right, nice. So we talked about the Danish kroner, right? We saw a kroner note with Niels Bohr on it. So there are many countries in Scandinavia and a little bit in Europe which use words like kroner, krona, even korun in Croatia or somewhere, which are all derived from the same root word. Be it kroner, be it krona, be it korun, they're all derived from the same word, and this word is an object that we usually associate with royalty. From what word in English? The first hand I saw go up was at the back, behind the camera. Yes, the light blue shirt. Your name, college name and answer.
My name is Samir Rangdali from GS College of Commerce and Economics and the word is crown.
Crown is correct. A chocolate for you. And let's see what I can ask for the last mug on offer while the results are being tallied. Let's take a look at another question. All right. Last question for today for the audience. So if you look at, I was talking about in my welcome speech that after the city of joy, we moved down to the Silicon Valley of India, which is Bengaluru. So obviously Silicon Valley of India takes its name from the original Silicon Valley, which is in the US. Because of the association of Silicon Valley with everything tech and everything advanced, all around the world, when various countries came up with their own areas, which have this technology companies being clustered there, they named it Silicon blank, whatever it is. Like we have Silicon Valley, there is Israel has got something called Silicon Wadi. Similarly, the question to you is, when Dubai established their special zone, you already have a mug, right? So I'll wait for somebody else, otherwise I'll come to you. I don't mind if you take 2 mugs. When Dubai established their own zone for tech companies to establish and prosper, they called it Silicon blank. The word that fills the blank is very apt because of 2-3 things. One, because of the overall geographical area where Dubai is, and also because they put this right in, they couldn't put it anywhere in Dubai city, there is no room. So they had to go out into the desert. Blue t-shirt raised his hand. Let's get a mic to you. Your name, college name and answer.
My name is Om Keskar, Kaveri College of Commerce, Arts and Science, and the answer is Oasis.
Silicon Oasis will get you the final NISM bug in the regional rounds. That has been my 4 or 5 hours for today. You have been the most wonderful audience possible. So let's have a round of applause for all of you. I don't usually say this, but we couldn't have scripted it better in a way. How often do you have a quiz that goes 48 quizzes across 6 cities, and it's only in the last city on the last day, in the last quiz, that 4 wonderful teams crack a century. Beautiful quizzing, all of you. Very, very happy that we came here. And as I was saying, it was not an exaggeration. We really did keep the best for the last, right? So how did that pan out? Rasmeet, my colleague from NISM, will tell you in 2 to 3 minutes. But thank you very much. This is me signing off for the quiz for the regional rounds. I will, of course, see a lot of you in the national grand finale in Navi Mumbai at that spectacular NISM campus on the 8th and 9th of November. If you are part of the selected teams, please do make it a point to come. I don't even care if you don't come there for the quizzing. Just come once to the NISM campus. It is like exactly how the tagline of this state is. Kuch din to guzariye NISM campus mein, right? I have been there once. It will make you crazy, right? So over to NISM, the NISM team for the results. And thank you so very much for being the wonderful audience that you've been. Thank you.
So we come on to the results now. For that, please can I request our director, Mr. Sashi Krishnan from NISM, and Dr. Nitesh Bhatt, Director Institute of Management from Nirma University, to please come up on stage, sirs. So to begin with, we have the second runner-up as Kaveri College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Pune. There was a tie actually between Kaveri and MET, but as per the rules which have been laid down, Kaveri had scored more in the proctored examination, and therefore they are the winners. They were the fourth in the proctored examination, therefore the tiebreaker was the proctored round marks. We have Mihir Ajay Portnes and Rishikesh Sagar Pradhan. Congratulations. They win a prize amount of rupees 20,000 to be shared between both the students. Congratulations. Thank you. The first runner-up is St. Francis Institute of Management and Research, Mumbai, Prince Qasim Havaldar and Trupti Kanyal. Please come up on stage along with your faculty members if they are here. Prize amount of rupees 30,000 to be shared between both the students. Congratulations. And now the winner, of course, it's Gujarat University, Department of Computer Science, Ahmedabad, Kundan Lamse and Priyank Singh Thakur. Please come up on stage. Congratulations. They win an amount of rupees 40,000 to be shared between both the students. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Other than the top 3 winners, we also have 7 more teams who will be moving up for the grand finale to our NISM campus at Navi Mumbai. It's going to be Nirma University, Yashish Jain and Gaurav Mittal. Ramchandran Institute of Management, Pune, Mansi Sharma and Bhuvan Meshram. Universal AI University, Karzat, Krishna Santosh Varma and Darpan Bhavesh Shah. Kaveri College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Pune, Mihir Ajay Potnis and Rishikesh Sagar Pradhan. Amrut Modi School of Management, Ritik and Rahul. Tolani Motwani Institute of Management Studies, Dhruv Patel and Dipali Rajwani. Balaji Institute of Modern Management, Pune, Saurabh Kanchora and Rahul Roth. Congratulations, everybody. So, as the sun sets here in the land of innovation and enterprise, a new dawn certainly awaits us. It's the grand finale of NFLQ 2025 to be held on November 8th and 9th, 2025 at a beautiful campus at Navi Mumbai. So, please, you all are welcome here, the winners. And now on behalf of NISM and SEBI, we would like to record our vote of thanks to the students and the faculty members for traveling long distances and making it here. Thank you so much. A special thanks to all the mentors. It's been a long journey. It's been the online quiz followed by the regional rounds, then again preparing your students at your college level also. So thank you so much to all the mentors. We would like to thank Dr. Nitesh Bhatt and Dr. Puneet Saurabh, as well as the young student volunteers from the Institute of Management, Nirma University. So thank you so much. We've been in touch with you since May 2025. It's been a long journey. Thank you for your cooperation. Our quiz master, Mr. Meghsham Shirodkar, a special thanks to you, sir. You made every reach. Can you please stand up, guys, to just give him an... Thank you so much. You made every regional round exciting, fun, and memorable. You've been truly been the heartbeat or the spark of the NFLQ 6 regional rounds. Touch wood. May God bless you with that health to come up for the NFLQ 2025 finales also. Thank you so much, everyone. In addition to this, thanks to our meticulous quiz scorer, Mr. Kushan Patel, our MIIs for putting up the student engagement stalls, and a big, big thanks to our event management company, Record Marketing, and their excellent execution team who have successfully steered all the 6 regional rounds at Kolkata, Bangalore, Gurugram, Indore, Guwahati, and now at Ahmedabad. Special thanks to Mr. Neeraj Kumar, Ms. Achal Bali, Mr. Rajwant, and Mr. Sujit for ensuring the same high quality setup at each of the 6 regional rounds. Let's give all of them a big round of applause. So with gratitude, NISM and SEBI signs off from the regional rounds of NFLQ 2025. Thank you very much. Can we please conclude the session with our national anthem?
Sorry for taking over the stage, but before we play the national anthem, I want all of you to applaud Rasmeet Kohli from NISM. From the moment this quiz was planned, I was just talking to her when the results were being announced. She has been literally the driving force behind at least what I have been doing. And if it was anything that you saw on stage which was good, which was in the quiz, it was because she has made it her life's mission to make sure that this quiz goes through. Thank you, Rasmeet, and we will make sure that we perform in the national finals as well.
Janagana mana adhinayaka jaya he Bharat bhagya vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mage Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.